Hey everyone, welcome to the Autoimmune Dietitian YouTube channel. My name is Annie Rubin. I am the Autoimmune Dietitian, and I mainly work with adults struggling with a host of symptoms from underlying inflammatory and autoimmune conditions. So today we are talking about a toxic burden. Toxic burden is something that many of us don't associate with an autoimmune diseases. However, addressing your toxic burden can make a significant difference in your healing journey. So today I'm going to give you a breakdown on what a toxic burden is, how you can identify it, and steps you can start doing now to reduce your toxic burden. So before I jump in, I just need to attach a disclaimer to this video that the information in today's talk is not the substitute for the diagnosis, treatment, or care of disease by a medical provider. This is for informational purposes only, so please consult your qualified health professional for any changes to your medical care. Okay, so what is a toxic burden? A toxic burden is when toxins build up in your body that you cannot effectively get rid of. So normally, your body is really effective at detoxification. But when you have an overabundance of toxins or toxic exposures, it can bog down your liver, which is your main detoxifying organ, which causes a buildup of toxins in your body. So normally you detoxify these chemicals through three main pathways. The first are your bowel movements, so having good gut health is essential. The second is your liver. So your liver uses lots of enzymes and antioxidants to support its detoxification process. And then lastly, you get rid of toxins through sweat, through your breath, and also through your urine. And toxins are found everywhere, but here are the most common categories of toxins. Foods, including things like processed foods, pesticides, chemicals, colorings, flavorings, and heavy metals. Chemicals such as endocrine disrupting chemicals, plastics, cleaning chemicals, dental amalgams, medications are a source of toxins. Allergens such as mold, biological sources such as viruses, bacteria, and fungi, and then psychological, things like stress, unhealthy relationships, negativity, lack of spirituality, and isolation, to name a few. So how do you identify a toxic burden? They can be really tricky to identify because they often mimic other symptoms of chronic diseases. Common signs and symptoms of toxic burdens include joint and muscle aches, inflammation, headaches, fatigue, lethargy, brain fog, late onset of allergies, sensitivities, or autoimmune diseases, irritability, and improvements in your condition and your symptoms when you change your environment. So when should you start considering toxicities in your healing journey? Well, for one, if you've tried every single treatment under the sun that are known to work and nothing is working for you, you may want to start exploring your toxic burden. Also, if you have the late onset of allergies or autoimmune diseases, so typically when these pop up in your 30s on up, this may be related to something in the environment or toxic exposure. And then lastly, if you have a job, a hobby, or live somewhere with potential environmental exposures. So for instance, if you have a job where you work with toxic materials, or if you live in an area with known poor quality of water or air pollution. So one of the easiest ways to identify a toxic burden is to create a toxicity timeline. So on one side of your line, you want to list the symptoms you started experiencing throughout your life. And on the other side of the line, list your potential toxic exposures. And you want to look for trends in exposures and symptoms, keeping in mind that there is usually a lag. So once you've identified potential toxicities using this timeline, now it's time to address them. You want to first remove these toxins from your life. So this may include switching to organic whole foods, or changing your personal care products to cleaner ones, or taking care of that mold that might be in your home. The next easiest step is to support your detoxification pathways. Some ideas here include things like exercise. So moving your body helps to mobilize both nutrients and toxins throughout your body and can help you better to eliminate them. Sweating. Sweat is the most efficient way to get rid of toxins. So using a sauna, either like an infrared sauna or a sauna blanket, you can sit in a very hot bath, or hot yoga are all great ways to get your body sweating. Nutrition, so eating whole foods, avoiding processed foods, focus on antioxidant-rich foods like fruits and vegetables to help support your liver. And then relaxation and reflection. This helps reduce stress, which can be a big toxic burden for many people. And then lastly, getting some body work done. So massage, acupuncture, cupping, these all help improve circulation and can strengthen your parasympathetic nervous system to become more stress resilient. So just to recap, today was all about toxic burdens, what it is, how you identify one, and steps you can do to start reducing it. So for those of you who would like more help managing your autoimmune diseases, your digestion, or just reducing inflammation in general, I would love to chat with you. I offer free 15-minute discovery calls to learn about your goals and to see if we're a good fit for each other. So if you go to my website, where the link should be in my YouTube profile, you can sign up for that discovery call. You'll also find on my website, I have a bunch of freebies. My most recent one is my top 10 anti-inflammatory foods. It contains a brief description of each food, its anti-inflammatory properties, and recipes to help you incorporate these foods into your eating plan. And then lastly, on my website, you can also sign up for my weekly newsletter. I put out a lot of great information on managing inflammation with food and lifestyle. So you can try it. You can always unsubscribe anytime. You will not hurt my feelings. So if you enjoy the video today, please hit the little subscribe button. I would love to see you back here at the Autoimmune Dietitian. Have a great day.